Well, I grew up in Woodstock in the 40s and 50s, and I've retained a house up on Lincoln Street where I lived from the time I was 16 till the time I finished college. But my recollections here are primarily about the place where we lived first, which was down on Pleasant Street, just near the bridge. And I wrote it over about 10 years because the only time I had to write was in the summers when I wasn't teaching, and I was able to come back up from Connecticut to Woodstock and poke around the town and talk to people. And I didn't have any idea that it would be a book. I completed, I think, 3 chapters or something, and I showed them to someone a student of mine who was an editor at Coffin, New York, and she said, well, if you're going to continue doing these, they might be the chapters of a book. And so I ended up doing, I guess, 8 or 9, however many there are. And then she put them together for me, and we tried out. I got in touch with Peter Jennison, who was a local author around here, and so we put the book, together that way. But it really is. It's just they're separate recollections of the village of Woodstock at that time, which in quite a number of ways was a different place. And I had a wonderful childhood. My brother feels the same way about it. My sister does too. We grew up at a great time with great parents, and just loved the village. Loved the village, and didn't travel much. My parents didn't have a car for years and years, so we were let loose. We weren't supervised much of the time the way children are today. So the village was ours to discover, to explore, and that's where the chapters came from. It's just recollections of that time.